Hurricane hits, stores wiped out in 6 hours. No trucks coming for 2 weeks? What do? You panic. Because you've got maybe 4 days of food if you stretch it, and you just realized every single neighbor on your street is in the same sinking boat. The Spartans, they laugh at you. They could survive a 6-month siege on food that fit in a corner. You can't make it through a bad storm with everything modern society has given you. And here's what makes me sick. The most dangerous men in history solved food storage with 3 ingredients that cost less than your last Netflix binge. No fancy gear, no $5,000 freeze-dried meal kits, just basic survival knowledge that's been sitting in history books while you've been stuffing your face with takeout and pretending everything's fine. It's not fine. And when it falls apart, you're gonna wish you'd spent 12 minutes watching this instead of scrolling past it. The Spartans didn't prep because it was trendy, they prepped because weakness gets you killed. Let's go. Barley versus white rice conversion. Why rice is the modern barley? The Spartans built their entire food system around one grain, barley. It was cheap, calorie-dense, stored forever, and required minimal preparation. A Spartan soldier could carry a week's worth of barley in a small sack and live off it without a fire. Today, white rice is your barley. Here's why. White rice has had its husk and bran removed, which means it lacks the oils that cause brown rice to go rancid. Stored properly, white rice can last 30 years. It's 200 calories per cup cooked, it's universally digestible, and you can get a 50-pound bag for around $25. That's 40,000 calories for the price of 4 pizzas. The Spartans stored barley in ceramic jars sealed with wax to keep out moisture and pests. You're going to do the same thing with mylar bags and oxygen absorbers. Modern Spartan rice storage. 50 pounds of white rice, $25. 10 mylar bags, that's 1 gallon size, $15. 20 oxygen absorbers, $10. 2 food-grade 5-gallon buckets, $10. Total, $60 for 40,000 calories that'll last 30 years. Divide that rice into 5-pound portions, seal it in mylar with an oxygen absorber, and store it in the buckets. Label them with the date. Put them in a cool, dark closet. Forget about them until you need them. The Spartans didn't overthink their grain storage. Neither should you. Black broth, bone broth cubes. The infamous Spartan secret. Spartan warriors survived on something called melas zomos, black broth. It was pig's blood, vinegar, and salt, boiled into a thick, nutrient-dense liquid that could be stretched across days. It was disgusting. One visiting king from another Greek city-state tasted it and said, "Now I understand why Spartans are so willing to die in battle." But here's what made it genius. Bone broth is one of the most nutrient-complete foods you can make. It's packed with collagen, amino acids, minerals, and electrolytes. It stores well, it rehydrates instantly, and it'll keep you alive when fresh food isn't an option. You don't need pig's blood. You need bone broth cubes. Modern Spartan bone broth. 10 pounds of beef or chicken bones, $10. Ask your butcher, often free. Apple cider vinegar, $5. Salt, pennies. Ice cube trays or silicone molds, $5. Roast the bones at 400 degrees Fni for 30 minutes. Dump them in a slow cooker with water and a splash of vinegar that pulls the minerals from the bones. Cook on low for 24 hours. Strain, pour into ice cube trays. Freeze. Each cube is 1 serving. Pop them into mylar bags and freeze dry or vacuum seal for long-term storage. Or just keep them frozen. Cost? About $25 for 100-plus servings of mineral-rich broth. The Spartans knew that survival wasn't just about calories, it was about nutrition density. Bone broth gives you that in a format that weighs nothing and stores forever. Cheap calorie staples. Rice, oats, pasta as your survival backbone. The Spartan diet was built on 3 principles: cheap, calorie-dense, shelf-stable. They didn't waste space on anything that couldn't keep them alive. Your modern equivalent: white rice, covered above; oats, 10 pounds of rolled oats, $12. 6,000 calories. Store in Mylar plus oxygen absorbers. Lasts 30-plus years. Pasta, 20 pounds of dried pasta, $20. 36,000 calories. Store in Mylar or original packaging in a sealed bucket. Lasts 10 to 20 years. Here's the math. 50 pounds of rice, 40,000 calories. 10 pounds of oats, 6,000 calories. 20 pounds of pasta, 36,000 calories. Total, 82,000 calories for $57. That's a month of survival food for one person, 2 weeks for a family of 4. The Spartans didn't have variety, they had reliability. And that's what you're building here. Black bean rationing, the protein pillar. The Spartans ate lentils and broad beans, legumes that could be dried, stored for years, and rehydrated with nothing but water. Protein without refrigeration, nutrients without complexity. Your modern version is black beans. Black beans are 15 grams of protein per cup cooked, 40 grams of carbs per cup, high in fiber, iron, folate, shelf life of 10 to 30 years when stored properly. Modern Spartan black bean storage. 25 pounds of dried black beans, $25. Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers, $15. Total, $40 for 40,000 calories and massive protein content. Cook them with your rice. Add bone broth cubes for flavor. Stretch them across weeks. The Spartans could live off beans and barley alone because legumes and grains equal complete protein. Your body gets all 9 essential amino acids. That's the formula for long-term survival. And here's the kicker. Beans are one of the cheapest foods on Earth. The Spartans knew it. Modern preppers forget it. The 360 Minimalist Monthly Meal. Exact daily breakdown. The Spartans ate twice a day. Breakfast was barley porridge. Dinner was barley, beans, and black broth. That's it. You're going to do the modern equivalent. Daily rations, 2,000 calories per person. Breakfast, 1 cup of oats cooked with water or milk powder, equals 300 calories. Lunch, 1 cup of white rice plus half a cup of black beans plus bone broth cube, equals 500 calories. Dinner, 2 cups of pasta with olive oil and salt or canned tomatoes, equals 800 calories. Snacks, peanut butter, 2 tablespoons equals 200 calories. Crackers or dried fruit equals 200 calories. Total, 2,000 calories per day. For a full month, that's 30 days, here's your shopping list. 30 pounds of white rice, $18. 15 pounds of black beans, $15. 15 pounds of pasta, $15. 5 pounds of oats, $6. 2 jars of peanut butter, $10. 12 cans of diced tomatoes, $12. Salt, olive oil seasonings, $10. Total, $86 for one person for 30 days. That's less than $3 per day. These Spartans would have killed for margins like that. Hunger training and adaptation. Spartan-style fasting. Here's what separates the Spartans from everyone else. They trained their bodies to operate on less. Spartan warriors practiced hunger tolerance. They'd fast for a day, eat light for 2 days, then feast. This kept their metabolisms flexible and their minds sharp during deprivation. Modern translation, intermittent fasting. You don't need to eat 3 meals a day. Your body adapts. Start skipping breakfast twice a week. Push lunch to 1 p.m. Train your stomach to expect less. Why? Because when the grid goes down or your income drops to 0, you won't panic. You'll just Continue. Your body will already know how to stretch calories. Your mind will already be comfortable with scarcity. The Spartans didn't see hunger as suffering. They saw it as training. You should too.
Storage and rotation. Bucket systems, FIFO. The Spartans stored their grain in amphorae, sealed ceramic jars that kept food dry, dark, and pest-free for years. You've got something better. 5-gallon buckets plus gamma lids. Storage system. 6 food-grade 5-gallon buckets for $60, 6 gamma lids for easy access for $40, Mylar bags plus oxygen absorbers for $30. Total, $130 for modular, stackable, long-term storage. Label each bucket. Bucket 1, rice. Bucket 2, black beans. Bucket 3, pasta. Bucket 4, oats. Bucket 5, emergency bone broth cubes, peanut butter, and seasonings. Bucket 6, rotation stock, current use food. Use FIFO, first in, first out. Rotate your rice, beans, and pasta every 6 to 12 months. Eat from bucket 6, refill from buckets 1 through 5, replace what you used. The Spartans didn't let food rot. Neither should you. The Spartans built an empire on simplicity. No excess, no waste, no weakness. You just built a 30-day food supply, minimum, for under $100. You've got 80,000 plus calories stored in a closet. You've got complete nutrition from rice, beans, and bone broth. You've got a rotation system that'll keep your food fresh for decades. Most people will spend $100 this week on fast food and have nothing to show for it. You've got a month of survival in 6 buckets. Now go build it. And if this helped you, share it with someone who needs to see it. Because the Spartans didn't just survive, they dominated. And now, so can you.